The most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the UCLA Bruins return team didn't help matters out much there. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Back to throw, it's Avant. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Finds the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. The Bruins pick up the first down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a man. It's Avant. They're working that left side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Buckeyes offense has the ball for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And how about the offense coming out early, establishing the running game? This is an offense that is going to throw the ball all over the yard. So good. Top 10 in passing in college football. But I like it when you sprinkle it in and create a little bit of balance and just create a little bit of doubt for that defense.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they score first. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. He'll bring it back looking for help, and they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You've got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Avant. He finds his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold up.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take the deep shot. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They believe they can run right here. Just ran over it. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to him on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Ohio State 14, UCLA 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bender. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They'll throw it on 1st down. fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And they got him for the sack.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Quick strike complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. He's loose at the 20. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Everett. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Power football with the run. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Avant. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Bruins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. From the gun, feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
It's still 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man in the middle. Oh, it's out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running with power. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game, or you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Avant. The throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage. A nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. So So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And it's right down the boulevard. So that will go into the stat book as the rare one-play drive for a field goal. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far.
The Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Everett.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires on the move. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. The give to the big fullback. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Trying to find his man on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes, really,
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Avant. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll run play action. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Everett. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some...
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Skips away from pressure. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And the ball is free on the pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll start this drive firing. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Avant. Going for 6. Touchdown, UCLA! And that one will give them the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Right back to the well. At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Quickly complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Everett. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Shotgun snap on third down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably... Play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Trying to break the plane on second and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Number 3.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the two-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bender. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Bruins send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It's reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Armour. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Reeled it in and just made the house call. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
UCLA, 26.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Bulldozes his way through. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. That completion delivers a first down. They're going to throw it again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Back to throw, it's Avant. Setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He'll throw it. Back open in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
It's another first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Coming after him. Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Trying to get to him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. These corners going to give them some space. They're trying to get to it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On target. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. To throw, it's Armour. He's going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Afterburner's coming. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Ohio State, 44. UCLA, 26.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try to get outside. Trucks through the defender. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Armour. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now the play fake. On the move to his left. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Comes out throwing on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On second down, wants to throw. Going for it all. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Well, this one had all the